Amor tuwala nen Wan Luo television ania Sunday Akumu tini ching baraja nendwe apa medwe mia boro imwaga ali bare pirbe chele mero kwani karmi jolen kanena yup melo kange mo chwiny endo ket meno duju kongwa chake nena wi madir kadungwa duchen wamete kanye kore. Court malweni kum chamchana otiko mielo tich abiro meod moko chek melo Uganda nyim court mamalo pikelo rwenyo pa chiling bilion 70. Ilumuny mi ariyo ka parang'wen ite division ma ang'wen padul mon UPDF ikomal melo Uganda ngoche onong'o yueyo med dog tich. Karong lung'wech kilela gina dektin ni guchako ng'wech ibo piny ma kilomita aliba pa mewuot kenga biro pat matilo Uganda imiyo puonj kidong rayo kony piloko milo malo rome puonye ilobo ni.
At least the one thing for now we can all agree on is the soap to use. He likes that it's big and lasts long.
Anti-economy.
I like that it keeps my skin smooth. Ate alina echovu. And the children like that. It smells amazing. Everyone is happy. Movit soap comes in 4 fantastic flavors. Movit family soap is truly soap for the whole family.
Movit. All day confidence.
Amore dare en dong yup melo kange mo chwiny biro botin ni kombeti kore nue botin ania Sunday Akumu. Kideo miyo dong lutich abiro mano gitiyo moko chek melo Uganda meke pido inyim kot mamal melo Uganda iko me chamchano lupe kerwenyo pa chiling makar bilion 70 morwen ki en ni od moko chek melo mane ikin jo magetiye ngat mono loyo dor lok mak od moko chek melo Uganda man Kristo bore ki jo moko en moko tiko mgene kerwenyo chiling bilion 70 mono tie moko chek melo nini ikin gitiye Daniel Adilo Leonardo ma Rajab Kaya Semalulu Mokena Yeti Manuel Okui Emeron Kidong Vincent Otebata Mero Genki Stella Itute Wengano Gitiyu Iot Moko Chek Melo Uganda Wanen Kong report Manu Yupi Intini Yup Melo Range Mo Chwiny Bino Botin Kombeti Langol ko me court me grade 1 magistrate malweni ko mchana man Esther Asimwe tini cheng baraja otero mi woro jomangi makoti kumgen mechara keme kipiri nyim court mamalo malupe kilok moa keyboard la pilda pa IG mandesi achiu moweni kwedo tirutum.
In the charge sheet, count 1 of embezzlement is against Chris Ariko Bore. The particulars relate to the 5,253,100,000 shillings.
Malupe ke wiye palok matiko mkoromani abilio timo kwed bodan mamiano gunong chente mana pego no I district me Bukedia ngora kumi serere palisa mbale kit marua rakai kidong suroti.
Count 1 of the indictment is in respect of Chris Ariko Bore. Its embezzlement contrary to section 18 of the Anti-Corruption Act. The particulars are that Chris Ariko Bore between January 2023 and May 2026 in the Parliament of Uganda, while employed as Director Communications and Public Affairs at the Parliament of Uganda, stole 5,253,100,000 shillings only, being the property of the employer, to which you had access by virtue of your office.
Lutich me od mogo chekitike me kikoro abiro me kwalo chente nyotim me chamchana maperwate ki section apaw ya boro bore me achel kidong ma deke me Anti-Corruption Act. Gin bene koko timo rwenyo kukelo rwenyo pachente mana chano rwate ki section apar bungwen bore me achele en me chieka chile. Papar kemen bene koko tiko mgeni manguto kulugume komchente matoro penchek section me adek bure me bine kidong ine me section miya chel kapar bungwen ke miya chel pedak we bungwen ni bure me achel ke bure me ane me Anti-Money Laundering Act. Bal ma Kidman me chamchana kiti no ni ng'at mono tima dar mo weke tuwe buch me mwaka para ngwen onyo bene chulu chente fine mapekaro chiling million abichel tona biro onyo bene ituwe ariyo ni weng la wachil. Mede komeno ben ng'at makine oni utimo bal eni peke ye irni obede office maken palwak oroto pekare maromo mwaka pa. Bal me tukulu guma ikom chente toero kelo buch me mwaka pa wi abich onyo bene ichulu fine mapekaro chiling bilion ariyo onyo ituyo ariyo ni duju la wachil. Lok palo pido waini mwana kin mwaka alibari opido wadea kimwaka kidwe 500 mwaka ni eniki parliament obore okwalo chiling bilion abitone ariyo abich maono tie palamie tich man parliament ma yagikine okelo peko dok enotimo meno piker maono tikwere idok tich mameke. Ilupiru pagamente bene gawaini mono adilo gen kiokema ngokwalo chiling bilion 14 tona bichel kidong bene chiling bilion adek tona 4 korke kore ma enikin kara maromeno pidok tich mono gitikwere yot moko chik milubo Uganda. Malupu ke warga meko makichoyo se malulu ko tine mono kwalo chiling bilion ariyo tona achel abiro kadong Emeron no kwalo chiling bilion achel tona achel itute ko tine mono no kwalo chiling million piara biro wi abich kadong Otabata ko tino kwalo chiling bilion abich tona ariyo abich ikin kare marom. Lupiru bene ke waini eni kin kare marom elni parliament no chene magikero metimo konybol wakilu ni corporate social responsibilities magin pego timo komdite ento chente meno ruin wako pala makili oweko kela chara bod gamente. Eya gikine gin waini mono juma tiko mine ukele bena chara bod gamente weny ewel me chiling bilion piare wi abiro tone ariyo. Ikoko mukene mapat bene lupiru waini mono ijo ikoni odudu mapat ki stela itute ngien ni kindwe 100 me mwaka alibare piru wadek kidwe 400 me mwaka ni eni gin ki parliamenti Kampala geno yobuka warwako chiling bilion apat tona bora bungwen maging'eyo ni mono chente meno bedo bal me kwanyone endok gotimo bene maging'eyo ni ada ero ni yunotigin machek peye. Pekombeti wakoro winyo awene makota malibo moko kwenye kibichako winyo pidi kom Kristo bore kiluwore abichel mukene kikoko mekwalo chiling bilion piera birone. Pelo wange mochwinye Wan Luo television an nyasande Akumu. Eneno dwe aboro medwe 800 mwaka man dulmon UPDF man dulmon melobo Uganda oteo meywe medok tich bor lumon machon dongien 214 magotio dok pajo dong kabero mod gang ikelo mon magoberie cho gin 210 yakidong monario magobero no pat padulmon UPDF alok padulmon UPDF division ma ngwen mati Gulu City Major Bilal Katamba owani mono mantikare medok pajo pajomu akochak dong tim jemu kene mano konyo dano mageti ken gang kiti ogen mena met kiti yuli magen go gwako ni mabe wakuti kwelo jemu kene wazalendo kidong benki weka la ko beti ko meginge tiyo bod kamente melo Uganda irom medul mon la chot mamewa Dennis Ojwe berute yubman onen report maki division ma ngwen pamony mati Gulu City.
Enieno dwe aboro me dwe ma aboro makali vario ke piero wiya bichiel kikome dul mony melobo Uganda man UPDF otieko miyo yueyo me dok tich bot lomony maguteki kimadong gono olo gen 214 wiye ang'wen ni dong godok woko pajo ka yueyo mano time ki gang gony madit pamony me UPDF dul me ang'wen matie i boma me Gulu City itung komada me Uganda. Ikin lomony magi tie ikingi mon ario kicho 214 wiye ario. Lomony magi gen giti rom mapat ento mano bero rom mapiny ki rom mation tieno kimukene mabene gen gipeke ki rom. Lomony magi kono gen gi ki but kabedo mapat matie i lobo Uganda. Lalok pi UPDF dul me ang'wen matie i Gulu City Meja Bilal Katamba owacho ni man kono dong tie dul me 15 nyotien ma 15 ma mony me UPDF matie tung komalo me Uganda dong gen gochwalo lomonygi manogo limo yueyo ki dul man.
Today we had a ceremony where we are seeing off batch 16 of retirees from the 4th division area of responsibility. In total there were 214. The function was presided over by Colonel Richard Ogura Kidega on behalf of the division commander. In the military, during retirement, we normally have 4 functions or 4 ceremonies. One, we have the ceremony at the division headquarters. This one sends off non-commissioned officers, junior non-commissioned officers, and senior non-commissioned officers. That's the function we had today. Then we have another function at the Land Forces headquarters. That one handles junior commissioned officers from the rank of second lieutenant to the rank of captain. Then we have the third function or ceremony that is held at the state headquarters. That is the army headquarters in Buya. That one handles senior officers. And then we have general officers. Their retirement ceremony is done at State House. So today we had the basic function that's done on the ground at the operational level, which is the retirement of these senior non-commissioned officers. In 4th Division, we had 214. They have all successfully been given their discharge certificates and they're ready to go home. We are very happy with their service. We are very happy that they have gone back in their communities honorably after serving so many years. We have a challenge in the military. When you're in the military life, you lead a dislocated family life. Today we are here, tomorrow we are in Moroto, the next time you are outside of the country. So we don't live a normal family life. So these discharged militaries have a very big opportunity for them to go back and reunite with their families and also live a normal family life like the rest of Ugandans.
En olego lomony magi me beragonya me mede kitich doke keto chiente ite dul pamony me Uganda makiluoni wazalendo machalo benki gi doke no lego gi bene ni miro guti ki chilingi ki diro ento pego ket wakata.
The message is, please spend your money wisely, invest wisely, don't rush. 2, discipline. The discipline you've had in the military, when you go out, double that discipline. Here, most of them had responsibilities. They had sections they are commanding. They had company they are commanding. Some of them were company sergeant majors, commanding a number more than 100 people. Now, they are going back to their community. We tell them, where you're going is not a military institution. You've moved out of the barracks. You should be able to adjust to civilian life. Don't give people orders. The period for orders has ended in the military. You are going to negotiate with others. You sit down, you discuss, you dialogue with others to come up with a decision.
As they retire, we hear they talked a lot about retirement package, but what does it mean by this package? What is it?
When the veterans retire, when the soldiers, militants retire, the package they're talking about, one, they save with Wazalendo Circle. We have a saving account scheme called Wazalendo, where whenever a soldier joins the military, he starts saving. There's a part of their salary that is kept for them as part of their retirement. So it's part of the package we are talking about. They also have saving within that bank, within that circle. They also have shares. They are part of they own the circle. So when they talk about the package, they're talking about that. But they also have their gratuity. When you retire, you're given a gratuity and you're given a monthly pension. So the message was, please spend this money wisely. Don't rush invest in new projects that you don't have enough information, enough knowledge about them. Only spend in areas or invest in areas where you have enough knowledge to enable you recoup your money and then be able to earn a profit out of that project. So when you're talking about your package, spend your package wisely. Those are the different packages they're talking about. Their savings in Wazalendo, their pension, and their gratuity.
On average, how much money is a person parting up with?
No,
on average?
I cannot say the average because each person has a different package, depending on your rank, depending on how much you are earning, depending on the number of years you have served. So it's quite different, but the formula is there, the formula is available.
Something like 20, 30, 40,
No,
50 million?
I can't be very specific with that. Some people are waiting for them outside, so I don't want to give them information. That's personal information that I cannot divulge.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
No, don't.
La kony ko la choga wimony me Uganda man UPDF dulme angwen mati Gulu City Kano Richard Obura Kidega lego lumony magi me chero kabero ke waro ikindano magiti ken pajo
watika twalo luoto mado tiyo kar ngom medokang watiki mony mi ariyo kapara ngwen o mi ariyo kapara ngwen ariyo bero mon nyanyera joni kar ngom medokang kibichulo gen weng magi bero kanongo pension wel chene magi binongo ne bero pat logo ketangar mono rikere imony rometi adi timukos adi so wel magi bichulo weng bero pat
eno chego gebene ni pemiro gen go chet kan nyobe kilok metele melaro ngom kikelo ko iken pajo
kwena madongo wa de bot gini dago chiero gang ubet ki woro ubet ki discipline pego cheta lar ngom pego bet lo mero kiti mo ke ken mabe productive lindo way mir jolge peki nen gen tell strangers kun go chier ni football biluongo gen ka kemero gen benefit mo wa igini Wazalendo Sacco tie pegien amir ko okay ye ka permo tie go bien odia to ne ki bi ko gen char dan ma fudo timo to toile walego jo magang pe ko nen joni ni char jo ma wo gam gen jol gen ni ni gitam botwan na fudo dong wa wajo kilo wotwa ni kono de mero wanga wanu cheruga ento mapiere te jomado cheruga ni algo leglo ba because warwenyo lo mam wong mapego doga so kita ini doga en kita bible wani ngey lu ba ya chakeriago ti atamni jonde gibi winyo tamwa tigi bi ber mabe kenga ka ngata pe ber mabe chek me Uganda tie cheka yebiti
ikin lumony madongen golimo yueyo mag chuny gober yoma tira pilokman me dok pajo tieye Sergeant Alfred Komakech ma aki Ipakwach District man Wan Luo matie idokulu menail
in karatasi ya makisinga a certificate atiyo pi oro pira rewia bora kunindo daka chiel kupira bichu ya bero oromutin kadang gamente paja dit yuweri owaja tiyo mi pacho chunya yom dok yom chuny mega kamu makatere iye Mungu amungei so kitema abedo kode tich Pero mafat para di Sudan, di Somalia, di Congo. Adugo kite mati ko de le maratu pe. So kakoni ini kite madong waje dok pacho. Mafodi wadok pacho go tin gimi iwakare pidwe maroma de kangwen de ka woti pacho. Aci nyuto ni dana me pacho ni andong kare na romo ni do pere de ko chel tapo de marabero adugo pachi bodo. Yuwota madok ko ge pacho tin eni. Ponji mawanongo ngata chela chel pochiduke titich an atie commission na sele mano magambe ne plan ne tie mawayobo ma pe jende barabala pe jende marango guma ber mo na makela reni weng donga nyomo tumdo weng deni moko pe so sende eni ojite mutich me kuona we atar wel Makare kaya pakanaka Amerika danyim.
Ngat mokene obedo private koma ke matia nyuali me alero I district menuaya icheke mechero karibe kitich kachiel kidano duchu matie iken pajo ilok medon lobo kikelo kuch.
Niya kumake Alfred private. Ana choko twinjo ma kiti dokan nikudok ma tingu pie kuchak pere community. Chalo dano ma chon ma do tiga bu beti wa bu following ngoma community near and get for pere ki chene ma gin ke o mir gi foj mi dogan bu ti kwere ma be bu tim project mi gwa ko legi fugi ki gwa ko family ma be amir gi tan kumeno
Unity pe magadi mo kama dong ti dog
ti ma pia ru wa ma so adwa ko foj bolo ba mo mi ayot ko wa fa ti chawan ma an ka dog anya ka dog chala kin ka mana biru ku war ma be anyiri ikar ma nyuwa ki yer be da te adwa ko foje bolo ba
Mijman maga medo be mi kimane me wazalendo ni panyang kwa ka chik ye un waje wele ibiti mena ke ngo
aji chen eni pe waje marai wa foi da dit lu pe mi mo mi ki ma ro pe chen eni wana bi cha ko project mi kwa ko le Tiro mi ber ma be community ne ti mo mo be ti ne ke yu ku gang wa be gang ma ti united gang ma no dang ber ki mai
Yom chwin kono obero matera bot lomoñ magi madong gen golego loba ni loba konyo gi wero gen gitiyo gichobo dok tich gi mabe mano miyo gen gitiga dok pajo makom gi yot haribed ni jamane obero magwa bene jomo kenne kom gi peti mayot ki jomo kenne bene gurwanyo kwagi Dennis Ojue Wan Luo TV
Kawadire Noya District kaka loko lumkilo tela mukene maita der kule gin milwak menwe mechao tekingo miyo mopore gupu chamo romo kabene guwe konyo meloko mrocho pari kijia mukene meponye palotino magitiki ngang weka lolo betie tela gowe ni monopol kare ngomti malache dan pagitiko yomo par weka duki ne penen kuno ngomti mabe machao cham ento komdano wach icha mukene bene der petimo romo iwidana magitiko malo melobo Uganda Jonisani Ujaga John Kelly Matute.
Kakitiyu ki ngome yo mo pore me petu cham chiro mutielu ko kwan ilobachuli Samuel Beka uto la lubko prime minister me ke kalkwaro alors lu matie inwe district o lego luak me tich ki ngom yo mo pore
Kombedi wadong kigina tima eno ke ken peti gin mo mapat awano ki kwere ya choli kan winya gire mamir nilo bacholi ti mabe miyo ada wan machalu ke wati anan malet mada yan ngom wati ka ruwen kachela chel makaro machalu noya ke waje ni noya ke base food basket ano ka yini winyo ineno Chino ni peo mere beru tie Yen lok me chom Matika beru mabe Alego lo tela Makoni gen ti tela Ulok ke luak Ke mete ke tich riemo kech me yapo wang dano.
Dennis Ukema won koma dekma naka town council o mayroni kwanti gina chel mapire tek dogodong iloba chuli chimironi ngomo mier otiel ko kwan
atamone iner matene ne to waro nero mot gen ma ki chago enene pire teka de da pien ka waro nero jimi matika tibete ne wen ka ipe kinyech igen mano time ki computer gi jimu kenene no idongo ka ngeja de da cho wero pe man na mero wachine ne wajolo woro program enene were o konywa woro ken me ponye kunyore do pe cheru wa itar kono eto ibero kama ire chi ye chi no ringe chi no maber medor gen mano ini chi kamer nene so walego de wajolo woro katen no ke yabo wa bioro wachore wa no woro ngech wa no woro ponye ikatma kidor kwere ki computer ikatma kidor kwere ke nyonyo mapat ikatma program magukero
Mego Christine Laniero, MP Madaro Piluak Menwe District, Oterne Mitni, Lutiel Ku Don Lo, Mati Inwe District Bene, Gubet Kamiu Teach Kilutiano, Magukwano, where Gubet Kigina Tima.
I don't watch a Negiano Kelly, what Polly. Lutian one year ago before Yamaduong. Edomir Bergiumi, Nigi teach. Piane, Berry Chalangato for your doy Motaka. Go for your doy Motaka. Oh no driving permit. Come on, pay my aunt doyo. Not a driver, no pay a driver. Petian look enony, Ara penugi, and why gain me or coinwa. Lotero market for you guinea. Give me any teach. What Lotero no bed teach. And a pelotero bed king age me computer, she could dog go bed gang. Either go be running age gear, or no go be dog bed lep is social media. Gweno karo go yero, dielo karo go yero, ngao karo go yero. Mano eno ni dong, wapi miri me fonyo computer eno ni daho peyo.
Man pire tek new miero luak matie Inwe District, go yab wangi ikid me teach kingom, ka chel, furu gien mo maramo kelo leme chengi, metielo, ko kwan palutino. Pi Wan Luo TV, Johnny Sani uchaka chon, Inwe District.
Be ready to rock out. I rock the final one. You guys, I am dying.
Hello nge mamaro biashara gamente ni woki bod gangarana lokom gwakole kabiru marumu wauti ngoman shilling billion pa matie iwel me $1 million piro wa biro waki bod dul maklone mono global environment facility GEF ni woki bod dul maklone mono United Nations Environment Program UNEP machek mekona gwakole magiti kabiru mapati lobo Uganda yubman kiloni landscape integrated conservation development project tipi mwagabi doko bokondo bu Uganda gwako jima pola ta ikireti leti mge gwako komko ben mayod dok bene peko beka balo ko padano yobma neke yar ki hotel makilune lito palace matikid municipality la chot mamewa Jackson Kitaro berutiko no wanen kong report ikom chiling makara bilo na pa makimiyo megwako leti mi Uganda.
Minister maloye limo piny kile tim tom butime uwayoni yupi ubikonyo matek dwaro piny koro me balo jami palwak male tim balo ikabero maurumu kidepo park.
This project will reduce the human-wildlife conflict because if you look at the component, each area of those components creates a relationship between the communities and Uganda Wildlife Authority.
Ena wayoni luak maurumu park gubim no kon malupe ki program mapol to twale me foyo tie papare kaberugi ki kit me gwagole tim I kaberugi ki magoba mapol mabino chalo adugi melimu le tim.
The communities surrounding are going to benefit because there are many community programs which will be offloaded in the community. But this project is aimed to try and make sure that our people in this area, first of all, appreciate what wildlife is. Number 2, participate in the protection of wildlife. Number 3, benefit from wildlife. Number 4, make sure that this is the last frontier that the animals have taken refuge here. Now they must be protected.
Dr. James Musunguzi, Director Maloy Dul Magwagole Team Man Uganda Wildlife Authority. Why ni programme tie me konyolwak marum pak pien koro magino mapol loya ye le team tie kabalo champa dano kicha mukene bene miya wano kinero dano.
It is putting the community personal livelihoods at the core. Let us appreciate UNEP for funding this project. I want to urge for support, especially the local leaders who are here. Please support us. Let us not look at Uganda Wildlife Authority as a problem. Let us sit down and discuss the problems and address them. And I want to appeal to you to be able to learn from them, we discuss and find solutions together, as opposed to looking at Uganda Wildlife Authority as a problem. We need to work together as partners so that we solve these problems. Because these are realities that are with us. The landscape is not increasing, the human population is increasing, the wildlife population is increasing, we need food. And so how do we sit together, find solutions, as opposed to looking at each other as a problem?
Smith Obol la lufko won kom a biket gum district otero kit mayup man romo konyo kere luak male balo jemegi
project romo konyo wa yo mapol mina machel nyo por kare ka pego time nyo le na rodano kit me compensation pole tek to in terms of bureaucracy jam egone kit me lobone there's a lot of delay matiga yelo wan macharo lotera chik project ngo wa ne bi konyo wa maka pego time chiana tuot ke kwanyo ngo ke twal direct chim kimena mario kipadong part development partner go donyo ni dulme pe jenge kom gamete ni ubi konyo wan machalo district leadership minane community ke sensitizing gen ke mi fonye borge mi wagungi kit me kwo ka chiel ke ngo kile fu magi fur tungulo gi jamo kan makaliet gu chamo gi no kech ma chige wako ero borwa ka ne waru fur jame chala nywagi gi jamo kan manu lima da manu liet dong ka bor lero ngi na jaw ne ki borwa ya chul be ya dak wan magi tero borge so ka ge fonyo ge gungeyo kit kore maro mer ge fu ba chok na no pak
eno wajo ni man bene konyo me dwaro piny dwaro le tim ki bedo kachiel ki le
we konyo be community mi ye kit mi bedo kachiel ngo ki le ka nero mor gimo mi we go kere ma challenge wa kit mi fencing ki devnas no pak udu tek to albor community ma meg wa pian gi na ja ge tiko ka ma ngom ge te lo ge churu dis NGOs no lo this partner we go be ber ki kar mi achiel mi lo community ke wan machal stakeholder of the district ber in weng ka wa ber ka chen kede wa ber ka wot ka chen mi fonyo dano kit ma mera ko ber kede ka mi leti ye
Pilok angea e Wan Luo TV and Jackson Kitara.
Ilokom turo gangkwan makilune Uganda Institute of Allied Health and Management Science ayo berutera met piempagay kwano ponyo lutit mayot kom memwarane ene ituro mauti meki igulu College of Health Sciences mati igulu city gen gober ka gorno medila para bungwen golda pau ya Rio Silver bichel kidong bronze chele ituro mautero chabira chele igulu city ni walen report ilokom turo ene kibot Ismail Jacob Jones.
PM mano kelo ka achiel gai kwan magit fonyo loteno lok me yot kom gien piera ngwen bi achiel mugo a ke vot ka ber mapat pan melo Uganda. Uganda Institute of Allied Health and Management Science ene guloyo ki medila pawya bungwen kon kuno gold medal a pawya Rio Silver bichel ki bronze achiel ikara me tuko muter chabera achiel kulo dak ben ki ber ka tuko kwe tuko abungwen mapat pat pitim pa ube ki timpa nyeram inoni kara me tuko meno gulu College of Health Science magien gu jolo tuko meno gu beru namba riom ka fort poton College of Health Science Uber nama deke medila a beach butabika School of Psychiatric Nursing Uber nama ngwen dakben gumake marama Kimbale College of Health Science Kagangkwan School of Hygiene Balem guno medila angwen and going for nye makara pawia beach peguno kit medila mokiken ikara metu man mauteme ke gulu sitem kitung chel timpa mon mai go aki West Nile ene gutium Kikobo palungwen kai turumeo dilo Bale School of Hygiene kugo work Fort Portal golo achile kom jere ituruma gikene ka gen gutiu kobo meo dil kaki kobo panyera o charbon maracha School of Nursing and Midwifery. Bernard Kadima Martin Captain Patimudil me Fort Forton Cohogs o tierongo mo wero tima megem gulo turoman.
I'm so grateful for this massive win, and I would like to thank God for this massive win. Thank God who has been with us all from game 1 to the last game. We thank also our supporters, we thank our coach, we thank our supporters, and I thank mostly my players who have win this match. We thank you for hosting this game.
Katima wajana meno tima me guber kalo tuko meno pilo bu Uganda long mo ber katim me mwaka ke mwaka eto mwaka mukati pegi lo ki kobo mo ken kitung chel Jean Babalanda Mathieu Principal me gulu College of Health Science o wajana meno tuko mano warma fort total kerpidni giber ki pego mugumanam lok mama ko lok welcome
be part of this tournament. For this we to thank the parents and guardians and the students. We have used different fields for this tournament, strengthening our relationship with the neighboring institutions. Our students have been disciplined with a few hiccups here and there. Guest of honor, allow me to mention a few challenges that we faced during this tournament. It was a bit tricky for us getting our students back to the college for sports. They had gone home for recess and practicum attachment, and some found it challenging to leave and report back for sports. The feeding has not been so simple for us, as items have been so expensive for us to get up for such a big number of visitors hosted.
Harriet Pirunji Samba Mati Commissioner Health Education ki training ma oberu welo ma waram o legalo tiano kwano mirgu mete kripe magen gunyurum ikar metukuman.
Of the heart, training you to be a great human being, to be able to work in teams, to be able to celebrate with those who are celebrating, to be able to forgive those who offend you, to be able to be empathetic with those who are in trouble. That is part of quality education. The third component is the training of the skills, the competence.
And beno wajanilo tiano kwano mirgu nenim getielo ko yup me AFCON pamoja 2027 madlobo Uganda taking lobo matika jolo tukuman.
Or able to come to Nambole or wherever, but let us all cheer up to make sure that we have a very meaningful experience in AFCON. And let us also be prepared as Ugandans to continue telling the world of how great our country is. Very seriously, all of us, from the First Lady, the Minister, to all of us, we take sports very seriously. So I want to congratulate all of you who are here for the national competition. Join me to appreciate you.
Mwakaman lo tiano kwan gupiem ituro machalong ngwej badminton woodball basketball odilo netball handball volleyball kituro me adam win Bale School of Hygiene bejolo turo me pierre ya bechem maboteme imwakamanyen Ismail Jacob Jones be Wan Luo Television Egulu City.
Hello, kom toro mukene ke choro chuno nyor melo tian gitiki kero ndak ko bena mit metoro mi lo kero giwa kutima be wak ben ko dongro metoro wa ya gikene o dongro metoro ko malo melo bu Uganda lo de yoro ge wani mono polo nyoro pegi ngeyo nyo pegi yela tin mono do lo kom toro dak pegi ni adukren tin ngai kom ko pela tin moni icha mo kan nyimba la tente lo kom toro lo nyoro pen yang dak pe yara tekno nyoro go bed ma wigi tolo ilo kom toro wanen report ni kibo Johnny Sani uchaga John.
Tuga ya gina chel maramo yapo anyimpa laten. Doklo nyoro ramo nyoto yo mabe. Kilaten iktugu mone. Kazo Moses Ubuku. Ngan makubukin Uganda Professional Boxing Commission. Wajoni lunyora ye ramo nyoto yo maupo ware kilaten. Kau dok ilok meturo. Dok wero yabo anyimgi.
Ian machala nyoro tichi. Petie me wacho ilaten ngoma umiar team. Ma luka ki career pass mamege. Ian tiki tiene nen ka kwene kama tehona tiye ke gorne kade charga miyo support unyo kon machalo lem unyo equipment unyo jami mamete pi illo rompa keonani no ke nan la tin mirna tikenyu unyo la tin ni twero jot komeko penny Jimmy and Wayne Cooper. So we're any supporting tool, Roman boxing or cherry professional boxing. No Latin miri kabene ichwale bot dul mati matwero iloker ne ami maluko kifonye.
Kidmenu bene kawunda kenet awi maudonyo itugo imwagali bario kia bichel makom karni tugo tika yapo wae dogo chako funyilo tieno ngej metugo wachini tugo be
watiki lutino kanan structure mamawa watiki wachaka mulutino matino chake mwa beach mawalongini watiki youth academy nyoni children's kids league mawatika julugi so watika kwanye kenya kanan wajulugi wakelogi kidong aneno watini ka wakeli pe kako chale kineni within the northern again military shining wa becha dano chalo kasi the dream of woman moto USA kompetition ti Germany becha dano chalo kelo mati France kelo aki ki northern kind so watiki lutumu kan maduan da moa in northern kind ayo kiti wa but they are shared the picking new ke matek but watika yele ni wakwan luteno wa en ulu ko je chani like bene go shining like in any boxing is not all about kita dano tamu pele the other mindset money ni ni titu pa matjai ngoma but cheneti it is a business
ke wajini tugo be atira kachela nyodo otielo ko tugo palatine ediru tugo moneni dokni kaukero echunye chiromo don etugo le ene beru ngat manu wilo bokolo ngeye etugo moni pi Wan Luo TV Jonisani uchaka chon igulu city.
But my parents come from here. I came back in 2006.
Kadong megi kone jo ade kutiro ke muyo me wekelela mechero wo ilo kamala me pinwa kone kubeka miyo ngej bodana kin yo ikingi hakim win la chak yo mana wene per tekno nyor ko don kede ke kapara bidnino kinino we ko beta kwano bok bolutino man kono ti yo achela ne nge mi ponye bolutino da ko bongwedi kilomita makaro aliba pa ikine man obetero ko yabo wot man tin ke gankal pavilion group mati Kampala man wanen keyboard la church mamewa Pat Robert Larubi.
Flag of Hakim and to begin this 10,000 journey. Hakim, so long.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Kikaro kakitiero ati yub madit mingwech kilela makibeneno kid makiromo kelokwere kony mapat ikit mikonyo fonye palotino matino.
Create 15 minutes every day. And I ask you to not just do the simulation today. Today, tell a story to a child. And the next thing you can do for Educycling is establishing the children's book centers across 200 villages to make 20 books. So the 200 times 50 makes the 10,000 books.
A campaign makloni Educycling makatika lekulu nyor minong daka par bij mi beru kilo tenoge kwanu book karachel onyo tetge loga ngayamo matino teno ludirne wajene pere tekstwal ikit me meto niang keriego paloteno.
Up a child begins at home. In the first years, the children's brains are really open, but what are they open for? So what we bring in, they take in. So this is a good initiative when we begin bringing the culture of reading into our children so that they grow up with our influence. Otherwise, if we don't do it, the world out there will do it, but in which way, you know? So let's support this, let's support Kim. We as life cyclers, we are with him, we are behind him, and we shall continue to push this project.
Ngarachiel moberikin yubman Jacqueline Asimwe oberike karmi loki Wan Luo TV kontero be pafonyima eni noma karma en foritidi.
The team leader at CivSource Africa. I am a daddy's girl for two things. He taught me how to ride a bike. He also read stories to me, not just me, but my siblings and I. So we grew up knowing that in the evening, before prayer, we would sit with mom and dad in the sitting room and they would read stories to us. To this day, I read lots of books. To this day, people ask me, why are you so creative? But I believe it began at that story time. Because when you're being told a story, you're creating images for yourself in your mind. You're reenacting the story in your mind. And that ability to go inside your mind and create is what triggers.
Umete kunwachi.
We like to talk about science and innovation and leaping to the next, economic status as a country. But it literally begins by reading, because reading opens up imagination, it opens up curiosity, it enables one ask questions, it enables one think, it enables one even to be empathetic.
Comenno bene o winy Hakim ngarachiel mokaro ke plan man mineno kid makiro meto kwede kero ilokum fonye paloteno kono kingwejo kilela o bedo kikare minywako tamma mege kit matie kwede.
I always say that the capability of a community, or how we shape our communities, is built by the capability of the people. So it's the people who build communities. And no matter how many policy papers or development agendas we come up with, if we don't have capable population that able to translate those development agenda into community action, we are not going to achieve them. And that's why you see from the evidence, most of our development in our communities are firefighting. We have very great technical people, leadership suggesting very great things, but we struggle implementing some of this agenda. And even youth programs, we rarely achieve their objective. Why? Because we don't have a social structure that understands this. And early childhood development is not something you can fix in policy. It's very challenging. You have a very small window as a society to fix that. It's from 0 years to let's say the early years of a child, and it's very small. Maybe it's from 0 to 13, maybe it's from 0 to 15. But compared to what they become the rest of their life, if we don't fix them, like teach them that capability, harness their human resourcefulness, their potential during that time, it becomes very hard to implement some of these agendas, some of these great things we want to achieve as a continent, as community. And that's why Educycling, we are embarking on that journey.
Iloke chalongara chel maneno kid mikelo aloga eno logo matek kon wachi.
Vision I see and the vision I'm selling to you, and I can only achieve this if we work collectively together. I envision every village in Uganda to have children book access point. This can be like ABCD, early sounds. Children can go and access books. Parents can go and access. It can be like 50 books in each village, but children can go and access them. Parents can go and borrow these books, and children are able to read. And we believe parents are the first teachers. Home is the first school. The reason why we are not getting the return on investment on our education system, because there's a part we are ignoring, and the evidence is there. We interact with these things on a daily basis.
Onyoro lorne pia duki pakwan makora pitikanen kon wachi.
You're wondering why people are throwing rubbish in trenches. You're wondering all these challenges. But if we fix this born at the early age, it enables us, we get return on investment everywhere, because we're going to have a social structure that is literate, that read a piece of information and leverage it.
Ogola Jackson megachel mo beri yupman kon en benedoro teach par Rotary Club matie Kampala kany udugo cheni kum lok pakim kabeno mededwana ye atieti.
To reiterate on what Hakim has just been talking about, as a club, we've always given books and reached out to the most remote places of Uganda to take books, to sit down with them and just say, let us have some books in your library. Even if it's a community that doesn't have an ECD, we try to be with the community in terms of giving books to the local leaders so that the local people can have access to the reading. And just like Hakim has said, accessibility to some of these places has been a problem.
Iyo acheli bene media babanga Sydney mo bino kachung pilado teach madate vision group obedo kikare mimeto duane ikom lokman.
Years ago, to be exact, on August 28th, we gathered outside there to flag off a journey from Kampala to Nairobi. That ride was about safer cycling, cleaner air, and healthier communities. That conversation, as Hakim said, has since grown into a national movement. Today, we are again here to flag off the first leg of 10,000 kilometer journey from Kampala to Hoima under the Educycling initiative, which is a journey for our children.
Ingi ruate ki danwa pat Hakimo wenyo beru kare mi ruate gen ki Honorable Achora Nancy mabene oberu kare mi miyo kony matino tino ikit mi konyo joman duaro kwere kony ma pat maromo kelo deyo ilok mi fonye ikumalo mi Uganda ki bene de teng piny ma pat i Uganda. Eno nyuro yom chunye matek totwal kun foyo Hakim gi pitich mabe.
Machalo la opa luak ma aki kumalo me Uganda kama level me kwan ko chiar mabe totwal mira fo Hakim and the team ngwet magetika ngwet pelo tieno Hakim tika wachani gimero ne ngwet ene gibiro wa kitgum gubi ter sabira chele yo and tien lok me ngwet ene ni kimero choko chwen wan lo nywal ni nero kimero olo to wajal dake apa wi abik wa mo menero ni bedo chak latini inero te buka latini ki gwero mara rong kede ki gwero gut latini mo ngeo kwano nye ngeo kwano jimi mala fonyo kere i church keje pengeyo kido ngoma wan machalo nywal waromo tiyune weklo kina wanyi mjube mabelo kumfonye. On behalf of Acholi Parliamentary Group, I want to pledge our total support. We will stand with you in solidarity for this common cause and will thrive together.
Hakim gen kilo warane ge bongwayo kilometers aliba pa kon go cha ngwaj mamegi ati tin ki dul madit mi Vision Group head offices go chera ti gi voro hoima haki hoima chera bulisa gi chera pakwaj gi reyon noya gi chero gulu a ki gulu chero wai kitgum kabene gi mete kabene ma pat matie ikomalo mi Uganda konno gi tikaneno kidma kromo kelo kwere aloga iyo mi fon piloga nge mo chenyi Wan Luo TV Pat Robert Larubi.
Anen Wan Luo television te hoya gike yup miloga nge mo chenyi tini cheng baraja ania sande Akumu yup mokena bien committee obenwe loga nge eni dire chawa chel modiko inyim yup mirupintin.